Here I am again, and it's a very lovely day. Yesterday it rained, so that all the ground is perfectly watered. All the plants are happy and everything is growing at last. Let me try and show you some of the changes. Look at these potato plants. The whole bed's full of green now. There you can see some of the beans are planted, beginning to break through. There's even, I think, a courgette plant or two here. I've put a net over the brassicas, like what did I have? Broccoli, kale, stuff like that. And it gets pecked by the pigeons. They attack it when it's small. The nets are a bit tatty, it has to be said, but the pigeons should be put off sufficiently by them. They're not that bright. The other plants in my nursery area are doing well. Look at the strawberries, they've almost filled their pots, and there are loads and loads of these little runners which I shall have to put a pot under and capture. The tomatoes, they're doing well. I've given them a little cane and a rope to climb up. There's the other one. And my seedlings, these are things like kale, I think, and broccoli and rhubarb chard. And I'm trying to raise some that I can plant out. The squash are doing well. Reserve squash, I should say. And sweet corn. Some of it's come up, some of it hasn't. I'm not quite sure what to do about that, but I'll maybe plant some more seeds. Look at this bed. The rhubarb, well, I've already had some rhubarb, but it's looking good and it's still going strong. And the artichokes, I harvested my first couple of artichokes yesterday, and very nice they are too. This loganberry bush is covered in flowers which will eventually become fruit, so very promising. And the raspberries aren't doing bad either. I dug out the kale plant I was growing for seed. It was covered in aphids and it provided a sort of reservoir of infection. And I got aphids on some of these other plants like the fruit trees. So I've been spraying them with soapy water. Hopefully I've got them before they've done any real damage. If you look closely, you can see that these plants are covered in ladybirds, which eat aphids. So they're a sure sign that there are some aphids there, and there are a few crinkly leaves here. But I shall spray it again with soapy water and try and keep on top of it. It's a funny business. You spend half the year trying to encourage things to grow, and the other half of the year trying to stop them from growing too fast. The grass, for example, I cut about 2 days ago, and I could cut it again today and it wouldn't be too soon. It's a perfect combination, rain and sun. That's what plants love. The good thing, of course, is that I'm beginning to get plants that I can harvest and eat, which is the object of the whole exercise, and it's very rewarding too.